Some rescues happen by chance, but others feel like destiny calling. When a feral kitten didn't run away from humans one November day, it was the beginning of a love story that would change everyone involved forever. Picture this, a bitter cold, windy day, when most sensible creatures would be huddled somewhere warm. But there, curled up in a ball, was a kitten covered in mysterious black grime. His rescuer had noticed him days earlier with his mother and littermates, assuming family would reunite. But when she returned the next day, she found him in the exact same spot, alone, shivering, and clearly abandoned. Instead of bolting at the sight of a human, this little survivor simply looked up with eyes that seemed to say, "Please help me." That moment of connection sealed his fate. Without hesitation, his future family scooped up the grimy little fighter and headed straight to the vet, where the adventure really began. The veterinary visit revealed just how dire his situation had been. The kitten was so malnourished you could feel every rib, and he was absolutely crawling with fleas and worms. The black substance covering his chest was particularly stubborn. Even after multiple baths, it clung on like a permanent reminder of his rough beginnings. To add to the confusion, the vet couldn't even determine if this bedraggled little creature was male or female, leading to 2 weeks of mistaken identity where everyone called him her. But for a feral kitten who hadn't had contact with people, Mowgli adapted to being held and petted with surprising ease. It was as if he instinctively understood that these humans meant safety, even while enduring the indignity of baths and medication that he absolutely despised. The timing of his rescue couldn't have been more challenging. His new family had Christmas vacation plans, and suddenly they had a sick, underweight kitten who needed constant care. When they returned to the vet for vaccinations, the little guy was still too weak and emaciated for shots. More baths ensued, more deworming medication was spat out in protest, and then he stopped eating altogether, sending everyone into a panic. But this determined kitten wasn't about to give up after coming so far. He bounced back just in time for the family trip, though his presence created some logistical challenges. Their accommodation hadn't been booked with pets in mind, leading to a covert operation in a tiny one-room flat. Curtains stayed drawn, voices stayed low, and they made an early morning getaway, a successful smuggling mission that would become part of family lore. As his health improved, his personality began shining through in all its mischievous glory. The sweet, grateful kitten revealed himself to be quite the little troublemaker. His growing confidence was both endearing and exhausting for his new family. Recognizing that he loved outdoor exploration but wasn't quite ready for complete freedom, his family introduced harness training. Garden adventures became daily highlights, giving him a taste of the wild while keeping him safe. Around this time, something adorable started happening. A friendly neighborhood cat began visiting Mowgli every single day. Mowgli's feline friend would meow at the window, which prompted Mowgli to meow back at his humans, who would then let him go out to play. This cat may be Mowgli's best friend, but not the only one. There were other visitors. Mowgli became quite popular among neighborhood cats. Life continued peacefully for a while, but then the family experienced a heartbreaking loss. Mowgli had shared his home with a beloved sister named Luna, and when she passed away after a couple of wonderful years together, everyone was devastated. The grief was overwhelming. Although it sometimes looked like Mowgli liked neighborhood cats more than Luna, who was stealing the part of his kingdom and his humans' attention, he loved that little kitty and felt the loss deeply. After some time had passed, the family felt ready to open their hearts again. When they came across a listing for a feral Siamese mother with a litter of kittens, one beige like a regular Siamese and the rest all black, they knew it was meant to be. They adopted one of the black kittens, feeling it was a way to honor Luna's memory, and named her Nori. Then came Ivy, a new feline addition to the family. When grumpy, formal feral Mowgli voluntarily laid down next to her, everyone was amazed. This cat who'd started life as a terrified, abandoned kitten had grown into a confident older brother who could welcome newcomers with grace. The transformation from that frightened, sick little survivor to a beloved family cat represents something beautiful about second chances. His human mom was going through a difficult period, having lost a brother, and this little fighter became an important part of the healing process. What started as one life saved became a mutual rescue, human and kitten helping each other through difficult times. Today, Mowgli lives as a cherished family member who still maintains some of his particular preferences, like being selective about his human companions, bonding deeply with his rescue parents, while remaining somewhat aloof with others. From a desperate little kitten covered in grime to a confident cat with sisters and friends, Mowgli's journey reminds us that sometimes the best families are the ones we choose. His story proves that with patience and love, even the most unlikely beginnings can lead to the happiest endings. The little fighter who didn't run away that cold November day had somehow known exactly what he was doing. He was choosing his forever home.